Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. This is going to be a zodiac reading for Pisces. Or did we do Pisces? Cancerian. We're going to do Cancerian. I feel like Cancerian is the one that I want to do right now. Come on in. Maybe you are a new Cancerian here to this platform. Maybe, just maybe, you are returning back. Come on in, my beautiful Cancerian energy. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being high vibrational, nurturing, unapologetic, and just radiant, okay? High vibrational Cancers, chime in. What is good, Cancerian gang? Listen, let's dive into this energy and see what's going on. We'll see what is happening. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels. We welcome the Holy Spirit into this place. Please close any doors that we just don't need to see anything. And let us see what it is that we need to see by way of observing this energy. If it resonates, let it marinate. I don't know why I feel so snuggly. I feel snuggly, on this reading. Already out the gate, it's giving snuggle bug. It's giving nesting energy. It's giving Cancerian energy is very, it's smooth, it's like velvet. That's the energy. I feel like you're just going with the flow. You're letting the flow. You now got control over the moon. Okay, so everybody can't use that moon for what they were once using it for. Now they got to respect that Cancerian energy around those full moons. They absolutely do. Secret information is coming out. Okay, it wouldn't be a Cancerian reading if there wasn't somebody getting exposed for something that they did. Maybe something that they never thought that anybody would find out, figure out. Let me just be real. Commercial break. I got to just keep it a buck. Why do they think that Cancerian don't know? Cancerian, you're one of the most psychic signs in the mother freaking zodiac by way of the tribes within and the DNA strand by way of the God gene. You are the most tapped in. The thing about Cancerian is knowing how to feng shui that shit. Power off. You heard that? Child, that was not a coincidence. You got to know how to feng shui that shit and power off when you know that somebody is trying to project their shit onto you. You are the sign of transmutation. You transmute energy, right? This is why it's so important to breathe so that you don't have trapped energy, in that nurturing space. Yeah, listen, y'all are getting a different version of me than the other people did, meaning the other signs. But when you're all the signs, you're just getting it all. So listen, today I feel real snuggly with this Cancerian energy. It says the ex is still watching you. I just heard a Cancerian like, yeah, I know. What else is new? It's giving that kind of energy. You already know, you knew it, you saw it, you thought about it, you thunk it, you thought it out, and you're through with it. That's what I just heard. Your ex is still watching. You're like, what else? Because you already know. I feel like I'm talking to a group of psychic people that are tapped into their Cancerian energy. I'm really tapped in to my Cancerian energy. It's so snuggly. Property damage, home, car, furniture, destruction, windows, chemicals, fire, and vandalism. Oh, whoa, hold on. Let me clear my throat chakra on this one. I just heard that song, I bust the windows out your car because you left me with a broken heart. Cancer, somebody's out here looking crazy, okay? Somebody, had you thinking it was your fault only to realize it was always them. Okay, it's a lot going on. They said that we could still be friends. Now they caught up on who they once knew that you were and who you used to be, and they're trying to figure out who you are, which is why they're still watching, okay? People got to have a reason for their whys. Open up this door, secret information. What's the secret? Just clarification, confirmation. Somebody's finding out that you tapped into your inner secrets, that's for sure. Self-love energy. You're minding your business. That's why they're watching. Of course they're watching. It's always nice to watch somebody that loves themselves. That's a sight to see. That's beautiful, right? Self-love, you went within. Okay, nurturing your own heart. Yeah, look, you somewhere manifesting. This is your energy. Somebody's watching. You could be on Facebook. You could be on TikTok and whatnot, Instagram, and yes, ma'am, and yes, Sam, and somebody's watching you while they're eating ham. That doesn't matter, okay? Because you're completely and totally un-motherfucking bothered. What is it that we're supposed to do with this information? This person is watching. Okay, universe. What is it that you want my Cancerian gang to do with this information? Because I feel like you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So what exactly is somebody wanting from you? Or is this just somebody looking at you? Like a one-way mirror on a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? They're watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me, trying to dig into my privacy. Somebody want to know what you're doing. How you doing it? What you doing today? Well, it's safe to say that you are high vibrationally ascending to your highest good in the spiritual neighborhood. By the time you get this message, it will be right on time. Somebody's birthday is August the 1st. You could be a Leo with a lot of Cancerian energy, okay? Somebody's birthday is January the 8th. That's Capricorn. That is your polarity. So you've mastered that within yourself. September the 5th, you've mastered these numbers within yourself. May the 9th, okay? Taurus energy, big May 9th energy. September 8th and August 9th. July the 4th. Somebody's birthday is on 4th of July. You're coming out as an earth angel. You're getting good karma. Somebody somewhere is talking, saying something, and they're watching you. Cancerian, this is probably one of the most beautiful, channeled, energetic readings. You know we are electrical beings. We're very energetic. This is beautiful. This is one of the best ones that I've channeled so far. Somebody's obsessed, okay? So what are you saying? What else is new? You already know this. You're intuitive. You could be having dreams. You're not interested. You left them on a hope and a prayer. That's all you got. You're going within. You're loving on yourself. High priest energy. Big divine masculine energy. Somebody's birthday could be July 1st. Okay. January 7th could absolutely be a very important date for whatever reason. All right. What's property damage? Chakras. I don't know. I feel like somebody wants to disrupt your peace. You're in alignment. Somebody's literally watching you. Watching you be in alignment. Wow. Obsessively. Okay. You got the soulmate energy. Your intuition is on point. You block this person because there's nothing else that you can do with the energy. So they're still watching. Blocked as in this just ain't blocked on the phone. No. Or blocked on social media. No. They'll just keep, creating accounts. This is blocked mentally, energetically from your energetic sphincter. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hold on, y'all. I feel like, see how Cancerian I'm tapping in? I got a live going, commercial break. I got a live going right now. And I feel like somebody's on there trying to dip in. My Cancerian spidey senses kicked in. I feel like there's an asshole in the chat. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, they're not there yet. Okay, we're just making sure. Okay, I just needed to make sure. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So anyway, abandonment. I just had to chop my little spidey senses when my little Cancerian part was like, hold up. What is that I feel? Wait a minute. What is that I feel? You see what I'm saying? That's how you got to do it, Cancerian. You're spot on. Your intuition is always right. People like, you think you always right. You're like, I know. You are. Be it good, bad, or indifferent. Energetically, even if it's something you don't want to admit, 9 times out of 10 it's right. Sometimes we see stuff in people, we don't want to admit that that's the way they are. But then you got to tell yourself the truth. You be like, yeah, he a little messed up. Okay, you got to be honest. Abandonment. And you got to know when somebody is not salvageable. You got to know when to throw stuff in the trash. Because one thing about a Cancer, they'll love you back to life, honey. Unfortunately, the old Cancer did that by way of, loving them back to life. But killing yourself, it's a no. We ain't doing that no more. Abandonment. 1932 could be significant. 1975. Yeah, child. Somebody is out here watching. Clarify this X. What is this energy? I knew it. So this is why they're obsessed. Somebody's obsessively watching you because they did a love spell. Okay, so the love spell is working on them, not you. Okay, that reading that I did about the love spell is working, is just not working on you, absolutely could resonate. They're obsessed, okay? They don't know what to do. You got false narratives. Somebody's watching you, watch them, and you're somewhere being mindful of what you are watching and where your energy goes, and you're minding your own business, and somebody's out here gossiping. Let's get to it, Cancerian. You got mature man coming through. This could be a spirit guide, legal, something's being balanced out for you in spiritual court, and it's a karmic masculine. So while something's being straightened out for you, somebody's way is being made crooked. That's what I just heard. Okay. Listen, there's a karmic ass masculine out here that's doing something that he ain't got no business. Could be a feminine too. Sometimes they shapeshift between genders. Oftentimes they are diabolically androgynous, you know, hermaphroditish. Okay. Cancerian. Cancerian. Why do I have to make those noises? I get so comfortable with Cancerian's reading, man. Let's just put the cards down and have a conversation. I always feel so happy when I do Cancerian's energy. I love y'all so much. Oh, I love me some Cancerians. Beautiful energy. You know, my dad was a Cancerian. Yeah. Whoever this person is, listen. Love spell. False narrative. So they could be running around telling people that you're obsessed with them and you did a love spell on them. Is that what they're telling people? But it's really them trying to do it to you. Child! I know you fudging lying. You got the 8 of doggone swords. False narrative. What's the false narrative? Somebody was saying you was obsessed over them. You couldn't get over them. And here you are. Look at you. Unbothered. Getting over them. You're really standing your ground. You're not allowing this person to come near you. Do not come nigh. I won't allow it. It's giving that kind of energy. With the 7 of Wands, you got your ancestors with you. You're solid as a rock. But as cool as a fan. Yeah, you're sailing to calmer waters. Listen, you are very fired up. You're all the elements. Beautiful balance. So what's the false narrative? Somebody's mad. They watching. What they saying about my Cancerian gang, just for shits and giggles? What do they say? What are they saying? Oh, they're thinking about the past and when you were so nice. You're like, you want something to eat? You want something to drink? You're like, yeah, I gotta move out of my house by later this afternoon. You're like, you want me to help you? Okay. You want me to go with you? You okay? When you answer the phone every time they call, now the phone calls have ceased. They were not ready for this breakup. Somebody was not ready. My left ear is ringing. Why is my left ear ringing? Clarify. Because they're paranoid. They're wounded. Somebody's really, really hurt. Something about you protecting your energy too. Being guarded. Why is my left ear ringing for Cancerian? That just came through. Yeah. Something about you being guarded. 4 of Wands. In the reverse. Somebody's gossiping. They're trying to cancel your celebrations. And quite honestly, it's just getting you more good karma. This is what's going on. Doesn't mean that it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's what they're talking about. Okay, that ain't the truth. Let's keep it pushing. But this is what they're discussing. Something about a false twin too. A karmic masculine or feminine with the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Some of you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. Some of you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, a Gemini, May, Taurus. Okay. Oh, somebody is really being blocked. The Chariot in the reverse, coincidentally, that's Cancerian energy. Some of you are dealing with another water sign. Okay, they're on a whole nother timeline. You've ascended. You don't even resonate with this person. The Chariot in the reverse. What's the Chariot in the reverse? Somebody was trying to block you? Is that what they were trying to do? Yeah, they're communicating something. 8 of Wands. This is gossip. So the intention behind the false narratives was to block you. Is it working? No. Okay, good for them. It's like, keep on talking. Don't stop. It's just getting you more blessed. Okay, like quite literally. These people are confused, you know. Haters. They're really lovers, but they hate to love you, love to hate you. It used to be a thin line between love and hate, Cancerian, but now it's just there. It's a thick ass brick of hate and some love, and they don't know why. Child, these are people from the past that are stuck in the past. Hold on, y'all. That just popped on out of nowhere. That's funny. You could be doing Pilates. That just popped on. That was a Pilates reminder. Or maybe I need to be doing Pilates. You could be doing yoga. You're grounded. You know, your memories of your past are a lot sweeter now. You know, your childhood. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love this for us. Big King of Cups energy. Look at you coming out. Self-love, joy. Some of you could be thinking about your parents, be them good ones or bad ones. Don't matter. You've healed. Look at you in alignment. Wheel of Fortune. Big June Cancerian and July Cancerian. July Cancerians, I recommend that you watch the Leo video. Okay, June Cancerians, watch the Gemini reading if you haven't already. But overall energy, high vibrational I don't want to say Capricorn. Somebody's dealing with a freaking Capricorn. One of you might have a soulmate that's a Capricorn. We'll check into it. Listen, we'll just confirm it because you already know. Okay, you already know. You're so psychic. You're so balanced. You're so tapped in. You're so beautiful. The Fool, you taking the leap of faith. You out. That's it. Adios. Arrivederci. You out. You moving towards your dreams, your goals. Yeah, look. Big July Cancerian energy and this Queen of Wands energy. Like, y'all looking good. You're vibrant. You're working on yourself. You're confident. Some of you are moving into positions of leadership. Boss lady. Boss guy. Yeah, you're loving on yourself. I can make this up. Look at the Hierophant. You've ascended really far beyond whatever this could possibly be. Whatever this is, I mean, I feel like on old collapsed timelines, they ain't got nothing to do anyway. Might as well just let them have a little talk. They said, you like, let them. That's funny. Ain't that funny? While you out here living your life, somebody's logging in every day to see what you're doing on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, okay? They could be also trying to drive past your house with the Chariot and the Four of Wands. You don't live there no more. It's just a vacancy. It's just a vacancy. Cancerian don't live there anymore. And somebody's sitting at the edge of the block waiting for you to come out talking about, you abandoned me. Why you don't live there anymore? Okay, listen. I know. It's crazy. Somebody had to flip a U. Somebody had to turn around, bust a U, hit the block, spin the block. They got blocked. Blocked. No access. Your intuition tells you what you need to know. You already know. You just came here to hang out with me for shits and giggles. You're in the Hierophant energy, okay? Some of you are going into a high-level commitment because you absolutely answered the call on this high-level commitment with yourself, soulmate. You made it with your own high vibrational ascended master self, soulmate, and you're unbothered. You're untouched, okay? Show me the Cancerians that still need a little help. Yeah, you still need a little help out here. I felt that. Okay, that's okay. Just breathe right through that. Write a letter. Whoever it is, whatever, it's not what's wrong with your heart. It's who's wrong with your heart. Wherever you got to go, whichever timeline you left your heart at, could be when you was 10, could have been when you was 21, 25, 33, or whatever age you are. Go back, fix yourself, save yourself, and come on up to current. But the Three of Swords is about removing the swords out of your heart because this is where your manifestations lie. You know, your mind is really your heart. People think your brain is your brain. Yeah, your brain is your brain, but your mind is really your heart. That's your ashe. That's your amin. That's your selah. That's your walking, breathing, and so it is. Right there, it's your heart's desire. Right there, okay? So some of you could have gone through some type of a breakup. Yep. Somebody's dealing with a Capricorn. Could be a Taurus or a Virgo, but I heard Capricorn. That is your polarity. So if you encountered a Capricorn, then they were coming to teach you something, and you were coming to teach them something. If y'all not getting back together, extract the lesson, keep it pushing, and let's just go on and get to this self-love energy. That's not for every Cancerian. That could be one that is feeling something quite deeply. Maybe you had to get to the root of the matter, the heart of the matter, okay? Something like that. That's what I just heard. Toil and labor. Virgo energy, something about your work. You're focused. Overall energy, if you're having any frequency issues, this could be energies that you're holding on to that belong to somebody else. Might not even belong to you. So transmuting, stand near water, getting in the water, getting in the bathtub, Put a little salt in there, maybe a little lemon, okay? Whatever you got to do, whatever you got to do. You already know, Cancerian, okay? Whatever you do to it is blessed. Queen of Pentacles, you're going into a high level commitment. You're focused on your work. Your money is looking good. This is diligence. This is focus. This is making a choice and a decision. Cancerian, you're a huge part of this new world. Beautiful, radiant energy. Anything trying to stop this is literally getting blocked. Like anything trying to comfort this, it can't. So they just talking. Obsession, false narrative. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're not happy. The sun in the reverse. These are the kind of people that say stuff, then they try to cover it up. But you a whole Hierophant, so you already know. You get the signals, you get the signs. You can read their minds. They don't like that. They don't like it at all. They don't like that. You can read their minds. They don't like that. Cancerian, that's a superpower. You got super conscious power, okay? Come on now. They're trying to cover this up. Why? If they don't like you, they need to say it with their chest, quite literally. And maybe, just maybe, if they say it with their chest, will get to their heart. And they'll have to realize that you ain't never been the power. Well, I don't want to say the power or the problem. Powers and principalities. So something could be controlling these people. I meant to say you ain't never been the problem. That's interesting. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Yeah, it's the King of Wands in the reverse out here. Fire sign energy. Could be any sign. Could be a King of Cups in the reverse. He's all the kings in the reverse. Don't matter. But his fire elements, by way of his desire, with the heart energy, Leo energy, is wounded. That's why he's still watching you. Okay, whoever this is. And he wants to dominate you. Somebody misunderstood how your kindness works. This person has this mindset of like wanting to dominate your energy. Dominate you. Tell you what to do. Something like that. Isolate you maybe with the Four of Swords. Clarify the King of Wands with the Four of Swords, please. Oh, this person's going through a lot. Somebody could be making themselves sick. You know, they say stress kills. Somebody could literally be making themselves sick, watching you, worried about you. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Something's going on with their money. It ain't looking too hot. Okay. Whatever this is. You did? Yeah. Let me see it. You can leave the door open. Hold on, Cancerian. You know from like 2 to 4, I'm a homeschool teacher too. That's my side hustle. What was the score? Okay. Let me see. Submit all answers. Did you submit it?
Yes.
Your timer is still going though. So you better make sure it's completely done.
That's just the time for me to submit this.
Okay, so go ahead and take care of it. Watch my thing there. Okay, thank you. Okay, love you too. Okay, so listen, Cancerian, 10 of Cups, listen. You're going towards happiness, joy, and you're unapologetic about it. You could have had a moment where you felt like you wasted time with somebody. Yeah, like it was too much time. You really went through the dark night of the soul. That's not for all Cancerians. But I feel like because your dark night of the soul was so deep and you felt all the emotions and trauma, you know, when we're with people, we don't just feel their trauma. We feel the trauma of the people that they were connected to. Like the level of transmutation to get to this God level was like some of us took on contracts we didn't directly sign up for. You know, like the ex was still watching. You had to transmute that bitch. And then the mama didn't like, had to transmute her energy. Then the daddy didn't like, you know, it's a lot going on. So it's like to that level, to that capacity, I feel like if you had not had to go through that, you would not have known how to master yourself. You're a master at DNA. You're a master at science. Yeah, look, you had to go into the caverns of people's minds. Most of what you released wasn't even yours. So, okay. Now, okay. Yeah, look. Yeah, whoever this is, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Five of Wands, jealousy, competition. I want you. Love spell, obsession spell. These are people that unfortunately still did not understand why you had to encounter them by way of these divine contracts. Ace of Wands, everything has a divine reason, purpose, and timing. Cancerian, whatever this is, somebody missed an opportunity to learn what it was that you were teaching. Okay? Be that literally, be that figuratively, spiritually, mentally. Somebody missed it, okay? Because you came as the Knight of Cups. It's somebody coming very nice. Queen of Pentacles, very, very grounded. Ten of Cups, that is your ultimate goal. Family is everything. And then you got the Chariot in the reverse with the Four of Wands in the reverse. The universe blocked this union because your contract is too high vibrational. And now that you finally got up out of this could have took a lot of work. Eight of Pentacles is toil and labor. This could have been you working on yourself, quietly, out loud, silently, whatever it is, you went through it. And here you are. Congratulations. I love you so much. Listen, it's a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Yeah. You got people that are obsessed with you. The devil. I feel like the devil really is a desire, though. Somebody's like lusting after your energy. That's what I just heard. It's a Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn or Earth sign, Virgo. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, if it's a Capricorn, their Capricornianic placements are not Capricornianic the way it's supposed to be, which is really high vibrational, like something like kind of being iconic. You know what I'm saying? And somebody decided to just kind of stay in a funky feet, funky beat as energy. You like beat them old funky ass feet up out of here. Get your old funky ass feet. Get your ass funky ass feet up out of here. Get your little funky feet up out of here. Hey, funky feet to the funky beat. They don't like that. They like, why you laughing? It's not funny. You like, go like yourself. I'm having a good day. Don't bother me. You know what I mean? Get yourself together. Come back when you feel better. That's how you got to tell them. You're no longer holding that space. Not like you once were. They better look. I'm not playing. The grandchildren getting put on notice. The ex-lovers getting put on notice. Everybody's getting put on notice. Child. I'm doing a reading right now, Cancerian. I'll share this with you. Look at this here. Look at this here. Look at this here. Look at here. I felt that somebody was in the chat hating. Look at him hating. Look at it. Look at here. Look at here. This is what I'm talking about. See how I can show you? Look, now here I am. What I'm doing. I'm over here minding my business. TV station still rolling. Spiritual Court TV episode 3002 is playing right now. And didn't I tell you it was a hater in the chat? They ain't gonna like this. They ain't gonna watch the Cancerian read anyway. They too busy being nosy at the other reads that's talking about them. Listen, yeah, it's a mess. Now you got people retracting messages. See what I tell you? I told you. Didn't I tell you I felt it? Didn't you see me see it before it happened? Because you saw it too, because you tapped in. Listen, we on a whole nother timeline. Look, we ain't even on this timeline. This is already finished. I've already been there. I already predicted that some of these haters would come. It's so funny. Cancerian, omnipresent energy. I'm over here on the timeline with you, Cancerian. Listen, I cannot make it up. I'm on the timeline with you. Look at me. Look at me. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. And somebody like, FUB. I'm like, Five of Cups. Better get theyself together before they get budged up. Listen. I'm on a whole other situation. I'm over here loving on Cancerian. Look. Me, you, Cancerian, and all of what we got going up. You got the Three of Pentacles. This wanted to come up in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is over here sad. It ain't over here sad. Let me take that back. Remove that, universe. Control, Alt, delete that. I didn't mean that. Somebody is way over there, wherever the hell there is, which ain't nowhere, feeling like a nobody because they know you somebody that they can't get with no more. Okay, Cancerian? You got the Five of Cups. Sad, depressed, crying over spilled milk. The Lovers. You got love coming in. You're loving on yourself. You're naturally drawn in love. You got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This could have been a third party situation. Somebody could have chose somebody over you. Could have been the ex up the street, the baby mama, the baby daddy, the dog, the cat, the rat, the girl at Walmart. Somebody chose somebody else over you and chose to do some down dirty ass work. Instead of just keeping it real, keeping it above. Three of Pentacles, they did a bad thing by way of investing in a bad collaboration, and they expected now to get something good out of that. It's a no. Knight of Swords energy. A lot of people having conversations about you. What are they talking about? How balanced you are. Okay. You know, remember you had both feet in the water. Remember you used to have both feet in the water? You was so emotional. Oh my God, I just love it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Now you got one foot on land. You ain't playing with these people. You grounded. You know that too much water will make you drown. And ain't no sense in trying to save somebody that don't want to be saved. And you end up drowning. It's a hell to the no. Woo! What's property damage, Holy Spirit? What they trying to do? Yeah. Somebody is mad, jealous. They could be watching you. Okay. With the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody wanted to disrupt your home. Something like that. But you're too busy being in the Wheel of Fortune. You know when energy is not yours. You ain't crazy. Plain and simple. It's like, get that shit up out of here. Send that back to the person that it belonged to so they can work their own energy out. We are not in the age of trying to work out other people's stuff. We're just a reflection of what you could be, should be, and we just keep it pushing. It's giving get like me, you know. Why? Because you went towards source. There's no other way. There's no better place to be. And this is why you're able to sustain yourself. This is why you're able to hold yourself accountable in this beautiful energy. And this is why you're balanced. Look at justice. I can't make it up. Some of you are supposed to be getting something from the court system. Cancerian, we got a check coming. Look at Cancerian. One thing I know about a high vibrational Cancerian will hold $2 until it becomes $8. Just by way of what it accumulates by way of interest while they hold it in their hand. Oh, it's like a claw. You know what I mean? The fool, you ain't playing. You taking a leap of faith. You could be working on your investments. You could be thinking about investing your money in something. This could be stocks while everybody is running around talking the world is ending it. Child, you like, please, the stocks are down and they gonna go back up. Listen, Cancerian, somebody does taxes. Cancerian, you're a mathematician. You've gone through a full, complete transformation with death. So you tapped into your scorpionic side. Okay, that's what's up. You gave birth to a new version of yourself. He is stronger than ever with strength. Okay, you got the lion. So the 8-8 portal was real good for you. It was a nice 8-8 portal. It was nice. You balanced it out. You're coming out as the Queen of Swords, big air energy. Your Aquarius placements are looking good. Your Libra placements are looking good. You know, Queen of Swords is like, with the strength, it's like you speaking your truth. If people don't like it, that ain't got nothing to do with you. You're speaking your truth. You know, it reminds me of the Alice in Wonderland. Remember when the Mad Hatter said, you know, Alice, you know, you used to, but now you kind of, you used to be much. You know, used to be much. There was something about you, je ne sais quoi. You know, what's that song by Drake? I had somebody tell me I fell off. I needed that. Hey, that's what you said, okay? You tapped into your muchness. You're muchier, okay? Now, you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Big divine feminine energy. Something about your money. Somebody's getting something in court. Somebody could be getting back paid. Somebody's good with numbers, taxes, drawn up deeds. Somebody's going to get into some real estate. Whatever you do, whatever you want to do, you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. It's going to be very authentic, very rewarding. That's what I just heard, or you're already doing this. Just confirmation. We're just here to celebrate you, Cancerian, with the Ace of Wands. Something about new ideas. Something about new ideas. Something's coming in by way of money. You're in this Queen of Swords energy. You know, people really got to go through what they need to go through in order to get next to you. Everybody can't sit with you. Not like that. Somebody wants to talk to you, though. The 8 of Wands. Some of you communicate for a living. You could speak to a large group of people. People love you. Wands, Ace of Wands. Something about being an inspiration. Yeah, I'm talking to a reader. Look at you. High Priestess energy. This is beautiful. And you got a whole bunch of people watching. And I feel like maybe there was a point in your life where you gave a damn about that, but now you really don't care. You're moving like nobody's watching, which really keeps you in a very beautiful Queen of Cups energy. Look at you. It keeps you in a very nice, authentic vibration. You know, it's real. You're married to the universe. This is what I want. I'm serious about it. I'm walking in the truth. I am the truth. Therefore, the truth is inevitable. And it's a reflection of everything that I have in my life. And the Wheel of Fortune with Justice and the Fool, a major arcana. Listen, it's beautiful. You're coming out as yourself, you beautiful moon babies. Shout out to my beautiful moon babies. 'Moon baby, 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 Your path is clear. Your path is clear for the rest of the year. Your path is clear for the rest of the years here on this earth, and even beyond that. You got the moon. The moon, the major arcana of the moon. You know, the moon wasn't always around. Yeah, the moon wasn't always around. The moon was created for something different, and you transmuted it and created the moon for what it's meant to be used for, at least now. The initial reason why the moon was created was not for good reasons. I'm going to keep it real. It was a vampiristic type shit, but we'll get into that on another reading. Real spill. Do the research. It's out there. I read about it, heard about it. You know, hang out with a couple of shamans every here and again. Yeah, so the moon. You're now making the moon what you want it to be. Once we really tapped into that, we can create what we want to. We are working directly with Source. We decided to rewrite the script. You're making the moon what it is that you want it to be, okay? That's just what it is. Because that's what we can do collectively. We're co-creating with Source. The moon has been abused. You know, you got a lot of vampires, werewolves, people that do dark magic, that like to play in the shadows of the moon. They live for the eclipse, you know. They love those times. But in reality, what they don't understand or understand, for the lack of better terms, is that the moon has also changed its mood. And that's because of our ascension. So what was used to hurt us is now an asset that we use in cases of an emergency. Like you got death and you got moon. Yeah. The moon can now be used for what we're co-creating. This is what I mean by we're creating new planets, and somebody's online, look, sending nasty messages. You see what I'm saying? We hold some other stuff. I'm just saying. They could be somewhere else too. They could be watching you, looking. It doesn't matter. The king to the queen of cups. It's like where your time goes is absolutely going to determine your altitude, your attitude, your gratitude. You know, everything that happened to you, oh, they hurt. Okay, it's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ten of Swords. It's all good. It's all right. Yeah, what else? What else? This is all they're talking about. Secret information's coming out, though. This is what the card says. I'm just here to read the energy. Hermit energy, Virgo energy, something that somebody was hiding. Somebody was hiding something. Star energy. Somebody was hiding something. This could also be you tapping into secret information by way of going within, becoming the star and the hermit. That could also be purification. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Something about an earth sign coming out. Somebody wants to come in and make an offer. Okay. Maybe after watching you be in this sun energy. Somebody wants to come near your light because you are so radiant. Somebody's also comfortable watching you from afar, but the fact that you've healed and transmuted some type of energy has somebody in awe. This is going to trigger somebody's awakening. I'm happy for them, whoever they are. However long that takes, however long they think they're going to be awakening, is totally up to them. But watching you in this sun's energy, at some point, somebody's going to have to get their life together. Yeah. Whoever the King of Wands is in the reverse, he's under judgment, or she. Doesn't matter. Judgment in the reverse. Damn. So somebody could be stuck in like a 10-year cycle. They could be stuck in the past 10 years ago. Somebody can't let go of the past or something like that. It's like being here in the current, but stuck in the past. Can't let something go. You're coming out as the Queen of Wands, though. I feel like you ain't saving this person. You got to save yourself. Queen of Wands, divine feminine energy, Leo energy. You know, it's beautiful. Look at the cat. Don't you just love the feline? The frisky feline. Some of you have fur babies. Could be a dog, could be a cat, could be a bird. Doesn't matter. You talk to nature. Queen of Wands, fiery, confident. You know, going for what it is that you know. Knight of Cups energy. You could be looking real young right now. Ooh, look at you. Your inner child is so confident. You're remembering why you started. You're remembering why you started. And if this is your inner child, you don't have time to deal with somebody that's childish. Because you know, oftentimes, Cancerian, be you a masculine or a feminine, you can give off like a mothering energy. Almost to the point where, you know, you trigger somebody's like inner child. Like they think that, oh, you're just going to take care of it. When it's like, no, I need your inner child to be well. And if I keep saving your inner child, then when will you decide to save your inner child? So then we apologize. You know what? I apologize. I'm Cancerian. How you doing? Hey, let me reintroduce myself. I apologize that I gave you the impression that all this love that I have to give by way of the Ace of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups was to debilitate you in any sense of the word and put you down in the Four of Swords and have you sit, okay? I apologize. That maybe that's how my love was coming off. Maybe my love language is different, okay? Blame it on me. Say it's my fault. I'll take all this smoke. You know why, Cancerian? Because we're strong enough to take all the smoke. You're like, yeah. Say it's my fault. It's okay. But I need you to understand. I need you to understand. Hold on. It was somebody in the comments hating, child. I had to get rid of it. I need you to understand that by any means necessary, you're going to have to fix yourself with the Magician in the reverse. So you was dealing with a warlock or a witch. Nine of Swords. Now they mentally having sleepless nights. Somebody's going to have to put something to rest and they're under judgment in the reverse. But I'm just saying, you got to apologize. Because maybe the love that you gave had somebody thinking that they could do anything. Maybe the live that's playing right now got a hater in the comments thinking that, hey, they can come over here and say anything. Listen, they can't do that around here. That's just what it is. So either way, even if they don't get the memo, it's okay. Somebody's in the Nine of Swords. Somebody's being forced to think about it. Okay? Maybe they misunderstood your love. So you apologize. And you say, you know, I apologize that I gave you the impression that it's okay to mistreat me and take advantage of my kindness. But that's not what it is. Okay? So I'm going to go. I'm going to gather my things. I'm going to take my cups back. My 2 of Cups. My 3 of Cups. You know, my 10 of Cups. I'm going to pour into my own cup. And I hope that you figure out how to pour into yours. Maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I will not. But I'm going to exit stage left. It's guided by my intuition. And keep it pushing. Okay? That's how you got to do it. Because they will run their mouth when you leave. Oh, but Cancerian. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. It's my fault. Oh, but you did it. You're like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Because you know at some point, you have to extract the lesson. You could do it sooner or later. And at some point, they're going to have to get it whether they want to or not. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. You got a new contract. Look at the Most High. Who is turning down an offer to be one with the one? Of all things, okay. You got big money coming in. 2 of Cups, new friendships. I love this. Big Cancerian energy, partnerships. Look. You got proposal, business, financial, romance, 2 of Cups, love, yeah. And you got desire with the devil. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clarify. The Magician in the reverse. Somebody was a manipulator. You're coming up as the Hierophant. This could have been another spiritualist attacking you. Somebody that was obsessed with you. Now they're in their head, 9 of Swords. They're in the judgment in the reverse. You can't do magic on everybody. Somebody, like, whoever these people are, what they don't realize is that everybody's consciousness is not that easy to penetrate. You can't do magic on everybody. Your mind is too strong, Cancerian. So somebody doing magic over you, quite literally, drove them insane. 9 of Swords. Trying to manipulate your energy. This could have been like a projection. Okay? You know you can be very porous. You know how to absorb people's energy. Okay? And then you had to master how to transmute it. Because remember the days where you would hold it? You felt responsible for your mother and your father. You do, to a certain extent. But then you're like, wait a minute. You know, I got to make sure that I'm the best Cancerian I can be. I got to go transmute this. So you go into your shell, you know. They're like, where you been? We ain't seen you in 3 days. Okay, listen. I'll be gone. I'll be back. Just chill out, man. Got to go balance out all this shit, man. Magician in the reverse. You're a master. Who is this person? That's the Magician in the reverse. 7 of Swords. They're being sneaky and deceptive. Who are they? What are they? When are they going to figure it out? 7 of Swords to the 9. That's a lot of swords. That's a lot of inner mental chatter that's all like discombobulated while they're watching you heal. So them watching you heal is triggering them. The Magician in the reverse is somebody trying to manipulate the energies around you, and they can't even control the ones within themselves. It's always weird. 5 of Pentacles, honey. You've left this sneaky, deceptive 9 of Swords, Judgment in the reverse, Magician in the reverse, King of Wands, King of Swords in the reverse, King of Cups, all the kings and queens in the reverse. You're leaving it out in the code. Somebody could also be going through poverty. Somebody manifested some like a poverty situation. Oh, wow. Well, for you, overall energy, you're in the 10 of Pentacles. 4. I don't know. You're in the 10 of Pentacles, honey. Look at the dogs. Look at the couple. Look at the way they're engaged. Look at the father. He could be in the spirit realm. Maybe he's still living. Doesn't matter. The veil is thin. The spirit world and all the physical and all that's together. Look at them watching. Is that the child? Yeah, look at the two dogs. Just happy, man. Got your 10 of Pentacles posted. Happy, smiling, having conversation. Listen, this is real life. This is what it is. Okay, you got the Page of Swords. So you got people that are watching you. I feel like you could be in the public eye. Maybe you're being guided to be in the public eye. I know I'm definitely talking to a reader right here. You're beautiful. You're radiant. Thank you for your contribution to the collective. The universe thanks you. We celebrate you. High Priestess, Hierophant, that's not for everybody. Some of you are this energy, but maybe you're not in the public eye. But with the star energy, these people, persons, places, more than one, I don't know what to say. They're definitely showcasing their talents in the public eye. And however you're doing that, you could be a High Priestess, Hierophant, that maybe you don't do tarot, okay? But you're absolutely shining. I love you, Cancerian. As always, it has been a pleasure. I love my Cancerian. I kind of feel like when I do Cancerian's readings, I'm more... I just feel like it's Cancerian. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I feel with Pisces. Pisces and Cancerian energy is very whimsical, very dreamy, very like it's all good. You know, we see the truth, even if somebody tries to present it to be something that is not. It's like that kind of energy. Like I give a different side of myself. I really engage and I'm heavily invested by way of my healthy Cancerian placements. I love this. So I love y'all so much. If this resonated, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Whatever you do, do that shit with your chest. Do that shit with your heart. Do that shit with your chest. Cancerian. Cancerian. Cancerian gang. I love you, Cancerian. I will see you soon. I love you. Peace be with you.